so early. There was like a wicked tailwind coming from the US over here. So we were supposed to land at about 5:30. We landed more like 4:30, probably even more like 4:15. So it's like stupid when we got off of the airplane and waited for the baggage and got into town. Driving through town, and there was like nothing open. There was nobody on the streets, obviously, because it was 5:30 in the morning. So we went to our hotel, but we had to haul our things up the stairs, rang for the door to get opened up because it was locked. Like, oh no, sorry, there's nothing yet because checkout is 11, check-in is at 3, and we were full last night, so we don't have any rooms for you. Of course, we were hungry or tired or whatever it was that we were. So it's like, where can we go? Oh, around the corner is Starbucks. So we went all the way to Ireland for the very first experience that we had here to be Starbucks, which was crazy. So our first food and drink in Dublin, Ireland was a cappuccino and some kind of a little walnut pastry.
Sunbear gelato. We don't use any palm oil. The sunbear is an endangered species, so we're trying to make people aware of. Try not to use too much palm oil. Everybody uses it, but just
not too much.
Yeah, not too much. It's not deep.
So we're at St. Stephen's Park in Dublin, city centre, really close to our hotel. It's just like a half a block away, something like that, super, super close. We're waiting for Mike, got in this morning early, took a little nap. So we're just walking, enjoying the sunshine since earlier it was raining. There's flowers that are starting to come out in the park.
Isn't it gorgeous, huh? What's happening?
It's amazing. It's amazing. It's so gorgeous.
Yeah, I've only been up top in this twice.
Yeah.
Twice. Once we had our whole class, and it was when I was in school still, and we were at the far end down there. They give you board games and everything that we were playing. It's good fun. But so for food, they do your own pizzas. So you could grab, it's like just kind of really cool, like make your own type pizzas.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
They make their own.
You did the Irish breakfast.
Yeah, we did the Metro breakfast.
Yeah. Did you try the little yolk?
Relish?
No. It's like it's called a it's a sausage they call it, but it's not sausage.
Oh yeah, those are called.
It's
We've had those with Sean.
It's because it's like a blood sausage, so they have it's pig's or sheep blood.
Yeah.
In it. Like,
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
gross.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to go there.
Yeah.
It's actually
It was
really
good.
close spot.
It was really good. Really good. So, so cheers. It's good to be here with you.
Happy for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're gonna have a great time.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Do you want one with veggies or meat? There's a pepperoni tree. It's like it's all individual pieces.
Yeah.
It's not one that we'd share.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll do this with Pablo's. Sounds pretty good.
Yeah, that's what I'll probably do as well.
Yeah, that one sounds good.
Guys,
Straightforward.
sorry to ask you that, but roughly, how long are you planning to stay? Stay whatever you want.
Well, how long does it take you to order a pizza?
Like 10 minutes
Oh
more.
yeah, so less than an hour,
I'd
right?
say we'll be here max an hour. Yeah.
So is that right
So
if I
it's-
put a reservation here to 7 o'clock?
Yeah.
I'm really sorry about that, but full.
No, they've
It's not a
called- they've
problem.
called- Yeah, go
It's
on.
not a problem at all.
Because
We only came from America to sit here.
I've been there just once in New York.
Yeah, New York's a good place, but it's daunting. It's too much.
Yeah, it's huge, man.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
I'm Brazilian.
Brazilian, yeah.
Yeah.
Walnuts, gorgonzola, jalapenos.
All right. So Pablo for me, and do we have to go all the way up front for new beers?
I'll go. That's fine.
No, dude, you're not going to do everything.
First,
Cheers, by the way.
You can read it so I don't have to.
bring back. I don't know if you heard Sarah. My girlfriend is a creative writer. So for she works with Jameson, like all these big Irish brands, and she'll do all their advertisements. She'll write the script for them and everything.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So you guys.
Looks good.
Yeah, this lamb liver, yeah.
Would like to eat medium or well done?
However you recommend.
Well, normally people ask for eat medium.
Pardon?
Normally medium.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
For work, we went to Lisbon for our Christmas party.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
So we got there on the Sunday, and I woke up. Sorry, my flight was at 6:30. I woke up at 5:45. Ran out of the room.
Oh my God.
Ran out of the room. Like, I had my stuff already packed. Ran out the door. There was a girl waving down a cab, about to get in, and I grabbed her. I was like, "Any chance you're going to the airport?" She's like, "Yeah, I am."
I just hope he doesn't need caffeine for any bad reasons, you know, like he's tired. I want him to be well rested.
Well, that's why I wouldn't hang out with him today, so he would be well rested. We could play a game that was...
Alright. Cheers. Thanks. See, like, just random pieces of artwork along here.
We're approaching Terrell's Castle in Ireland.
Yeah, no.
You know, Fairfield, you know, 75 to 71, you know, or whatever it might be, just out there, so you know it.
Just outside of Aircourt, Ireland. They didn't have a pub that was open anyway.
There we go.
And we're going to Killamore on our way to Galway. So Mike's giving us a ride.
During the book, she's only flashing forward to where she is now. She's kind of like in her mid-40s.
Sarah, that's just awesome.
Describing how people would
Super duper.
Yeah.
And you can do it anywhere. I mean, it's not that you're being. We do it.
Maybe every second week, maybe every week once, maybe take me what they need to over there, but you need to store it. Store the place. Don't watch the meat for that time, you see.
That's good.
Each meat for it, and the lorry didn't, like, on the boat, like. Or the big truck, they have to have it fucking full and well for you.
That's a blinking red though, isn't it? Loads of pieces of this wall cave. That was some really cool driving you did today.
Mikey did an amazing job. Don't tell me where your feet go. Tell me,
Yeah.
like, take a turn right after this.
Right.
Amazing.
Galway. Yeah, rented a car, went to Galway, stayed in Galway on Sunday. And drove toward the west up to the coast, and I can't remember the name of the town. It was one of the little inlets. Went through a place called Terryville. No, it was a Terry something.
Great. How are you? My name is Georgos, and I'm from James Foxy Garden Whiskey Store in Dublin. We stock a very large range of Irish whiskies. One of my favorite whiskies and one of the most popular whiskies in our stall will be the Tilling Brabazon 2. The Tilling Brabazon range is a limited range of whiskies that Tilling did. The first batch came out early last year. It was limited to 12,000 bottles, and this is the second batch that was released around September of 2017. It's a single malt Irish whiskey made of 16 and 17-year-old single malts, all finished in different port casks, and it's bottled at 49.5%. It's a really, really nice, really smooth whiskey, and it has a fantastic color, which you can see through the clear bottle. It's something that I personally love, and I've tried it many times, and I always recommend to our customers. And it's one of the many very nice single malts that you'll find here in Ireland. One of our other very nice single malts that we sell here, and it's served in some of the whiskey bars in Dublin, and Shearsons especially are very fond of it, is the Tyrconnell 10-year-old single malt finished in a sherry cask. This is one of the 10-year-old range from Tyrconnell. Each one has been spent a considerable amount of time finished in different casks. We have the port cask, the Madeira cask, and the sherry cask. Between the three, I personally recommend and prefer the sherry cask because it has a very, very nice smoothness to it, influenced by the sherry bars that it has been finished in. These single malts have been around for many years, and they have always been a very, very good choice for whiskey drinkers.
So we're on the canal in Dublin. We're heading towards St. Patrick's Cathedral. Mike does this canal pretty much every day because he works really close to it. We're near the Red Bridge part, and this is the directions Mike gave us just a little while ago to head up just to take a peek at St. Patrick's because you may as well see something famous when you're in Dublin.
So we decided we have to come to Ireland, specifically to Dublin, to visit our sweet, dear nephew Mike, who's been living here 3 years now, and came to see what he's doing, came to see how he's living, came to see the country, came to spend some good quality time with him, which we have. It's been a great visit. We've been here a week now, as of today, and we're leaving tomorrow. Seen some fabulous things, seen some fabulous country, ate some fabulous, fabulous food, or as they would say here, lovely. Everything's lovely. Had some good beers, had some good wine, some good fish chowder, saw some good basketball games, did a lot of walking, saw a lot of sheep, saw the Atlantic, saw the Irish Sea, saw, oh my gosh, we've just done so many things. So we stayed at Starbucks for as long as we possibly could, which was probably 45 minutes. And after that, we're like, oh my gosh, we have to leave. So we thought, well, maybe somebody's checked out and maybe they made the room really super fast. So we walked back to the hotel. And I was like, no, nothing. So we talked a little bit about breakfast places and things like that, which at that point would have started to be opened. It was a little bit drizzly that morning. And it was chilly, so I was glad that I brought my coat, obviously, and hat. So we kind of walked on and see what we could find, walked around a little bit. Obviously, by that point, it was getting light, and we found a great little spot called the Metro. So we wandered on in there and had a good, full Irish breakfast of probably the best eggs, and people who know me know I hate eggs. So the best eggs I've ever eaten, with streaky bacon and Irish sausage and a great little marmalade that came with it, and I can't remember now what it was called. I'll have to think about that. And anyway, it was someplace famous used to make it. It was with more of a relish, actually, with tomatoes and like a little kind of an Irish grape kind of a thing, and just really super good. Finished that and wandered around again, up and down some streets. And excuse me while I answer the phone. Hello. Oh, hey, I can hear you. Are you here? Oh, okay, I'll come and get you. So, because I have to let you into because it's locked. Okay, be right there.
Hey guys, this is Mike, sitting in the Waterloo Hotel in Dublin, Ireland. Welcome. I've had one driving experience here in Ireland in the past, and it didn't go so hot. Luckily, we decided not to go with the standard this time and did an automatic, so saved us a bit. But there are still some near-death experiences there that I think we'll all gonna be looking back at. But it was fun to just kind of get out and drive these roads that they're some of the most magical places in the world when you're looking at them, so it was good. So there was one time on the trip when we were heading down, and it was a small road, no bigger. It shouldn't have even had 2 lanes. There was definitely a little one-way, and we're heading down, and the strip of the road is maybe half mile long. So we're heading down, and all of a sudden see what they call a lorry, but pretty much an 18-wheeler coming down the road at us. So we had no place to go, and the guy's just shaking his head at me, and I'm like, what are we gonna do? So I moved over as far as I could, and he decided to come right at me, and when we looked out the window, no lie, there was this much space in between. The tractor starts tearing like this. We're just looking out the window. I was like, when it was happening, we were all in just utter shock. We were just like, oh my god, is this thing gonna tip over? And then I was thinking, what am I gonna do if this thing tips over? I'm gonna throw it in reverse and just get out of there? Are we gonna help him? But it was crazy. After the fact, I was like, Chris, you videoed that, right? No, and we were all in shock.
So obviously we were very excited to be coming here to visit you. So I want to know, I know how my heart felt when I first saw you, so I want you to tell everybody why you decided where you wanted to take us the first night, and if it was cool or not cool to see us for the very first time.
I think, you know, with me being over here, it's been close to 2.5 years now. So whenever, you know, I see family, it's a special thing for me, you know. So when I heard you guys were coming over, it's, you know, everybody in the family, anybody that knows Mary and Chris, you know, they're not ordinary out of the box people, you know, and that's why we all love them. And you know, that's what they embrace as well. So when I knew they were coming out, I knew Dublin is the place to be for these guys. I love it here. I know they were gonna just dig the culture and everything about it. So I have one of my favorite places in Dublin. All my friends, you know, Sarah, my girlfriend, we all love the place. So it's a bit hipster. It's a bit unique. It's just a funky place that, you know, it's not really like Shootgates, but, you know, similar enough, I guess. So you go in, and I didn't know if it was going to be the beginning of the trip or the end of the trip when I wanted to take them to this place. And I didn't even make up my mind until like right when I met them. But we met across from my work on a nice canal across from the bridge, saw them, and just as soon as I saw them, I was like, all right, we're going. So took a nice walk down, and it was a place that I've walked by maybe a few hundred times, because it was right next to my school my first year, and near the gym that I trained at. And you'd walk by, you wouldn't think a thing of it. And this, you know, you go in. We got into the restaurant, or into the bar, and you know, Chris was like, "Oh, you know, is there gonna be some more space over here? You know, what's going on?" And I was like, "Yeah, just give it a minute." So you walk in, and you know, once we got our drinks, it was our first pint in Ireland. So we walk out, and you know, it's a dark little alley that you're dark little, you know, bar that you're walking down through, and then you open a door, and it brings you out to a larger courtyard type area. And as you open it, it's all funky, colorful designs, and on the left side of the little space is a old 2-story blue bus that is famous for their pizza and famous for music festivals here in Ireland. So the first ever pint and the first ever meal that we had in Dublin was at the big blue bus at the Bernard Shaw, and I couldn't have asked for a better spot. So, you know, we started off, we got to spend a few days here in Dublin. We ate well, drank well, saw a great basketball game, and then Sunday turned time to kind of get out of the city and go see what really Ireland was all about on the west coast. So I've been to Galway a few times, and I love the city. It's a really, really unique place. So I know I wanted to do a night in Galway. So I booked a hotel kind of right in the center of the city. And again, you know, it's like Dublin in a way, but you're still city. So I had a few friends I have a good friend that I work with who owns a bar in the center of Galway. So we went there, went to another cool little bar after that, got a nice dinner at the Hatch, and then kind of, you know, had the remainder of our night there. But, you know, once Galway was over, I wanted to head out further west and really to the countryside and, you know, see some of the unique parts of Ireland. And for that, you know, I didn't want to be staying in a regular hotel, and I knew, you know, that was something that Mary and Chris would love as well. So I looked on Airbnb, kind of looked, you know, at different B&Bs, different houses, different, you know, just areas that you could stay. And I found this really, really unique place off the beaten track. It was a one pub, one, you know, stoplight town, if they even had a stoplight. I don't think they did. And, you know, found a place that was, you know, truly a unique Irish experience. You walk in, I saw pictures online of, you know, wood fire, beautiful little spiral staircase going upstairs, and then the pictures outside of nothing but the Atlantic Ocean and just, you know, acres of grass. So I had my eye on it for a while, but didn't actually book it until we were leaving Galway that day, just not knowing what we wanted to do. So we were traveling for a few hours up to, you know, the countryside, and it was a gloomy, really rainy, typical Western Ireland type day. And around lunchtime, we stopped at a cool little pub, had a ham and cheese toasty that, you know, was really cool for them to have. It was a true, genuine experience. And after that, the sun popped out, so we got gorgeous weather, traveled the rest of the way and found, from what we thought we were going to be able to find our Airbnb. And the further we got west, the less cell phone service we got. So I was stuck. I didn't have an address, didn't know where we were going, but we ended up, finding a close enough town. They tried to give us some directions. We headed in the general area, and luckily, I ended up getting a few bars where I was able to contact the host, and we were on the phone with her. I was on the wrong side, the right side of the road, but the wrong side of the road at one point on my phone, trying to figure it out. But we get to this place that she walked, guided us all the way there, and we as we're going up, it's just, you have the Atlantic off to your right, tight little windy road, with really just a handful of houses in the whole area, and you pull down into the driveway, and it's just, a gorgeous, scenic, quiet place that we were able to spend the evening with amazing stars and good light.
We can find us something anyway, so let's have cocktails. I love it. That's not the last time, the time before that myself. I should drink time.